If Dak is ready, should he start next Sunday at the Rams?
Yeah, if he's ready. And that means he's ready. He's able to do all the things that he would normally do, Skip, if he didn't have the injured thumb. I got to see how he grips the football. I got to see how he spins the football. I got to see to make sure he's able to protect not only himself, but the football also. And if he can do those things, I believe that that gives them a better chance to win big long term. Now, if you're just trying to win some games, but I thought the Cowboys' goals were bigger than just to win a few games, were bigger than just win the division. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see if they meet a team that can score points and Cooper Rush is still your starting quarterback. They've given up 17, 16, and 10 in his 3 starts. I believe Dak Prescott, every team that they faced since Dak has been out, had Dak been in the ballgame, I believe they would have won. I believe they would have beaten the Bengals. I believe they would have beaten the Giants. And I definitely believe, because you tell me he owns the Washington football team, the Commanders. You tell me, how many games has Dak lost against them, Skip? He done beat First Cousins. He done beat everybody that they throw out there.
Last year at Washington, he had a QBR of 10.
So that was the first.
Go put that in your pipe and smoke.
So that was the first.
10.
Hold on.
That scale is 0 to 100.
So
Help me out.
I'm just going to make sure I'm hearing this. Dak has been a starter in 2016, 17, 18, 19,
I told
20.
you he owned Kirk Cousins. Your man, Kirk Cousins.
He owns the Washington. He's only lost, how many times have he lost to Washington altogether? Not very many. But anyway, look, I think Cooper Rush is doing what they inserted him to do. Kept the ship afloat, took on no water. Now the captain is back, which I believe is Dak Prescott. And if he's able to do the things, if he's able to function like he normally would be able to function prior to him having this injury, I believe Dak will be the starter. I believe that he will, and he gives them the best opportunity to win long-term bigger than what Cooper Rush does.
Here's all I know, Mr. Sharpe.
Yes.
After I've watched not 1 game, 2 or 3, but 4 games of Cooper Rush, 4 full games, he has consistently played at a more consistent level than Dak Prescott has played at since opening Thursday night of not this season, but last season, the 2021 season at Tampa Bay. That was a sensational night, even though he got goated at the end and lost 31-29, thanks to Tom Brady doing what he always does.
Okay.
The point is that these 4 games, to me, have shown me a consistently higher level of performance than I've seen in any single game Dak Prescott has played since that opening Thursday night of 2 years ago. If you told me it was just 1 game, I'd say fluke. If you told me 2 games, that's a coincidence. 3, I'm starting to wonder. 4 is flat out legit. Would you believe that Cooper Rush is 4th in the NFL in QBR? Would you believe 4th in the NFL behind Mahomes, and Tua's still qualified up there, and Josh Allen? So he's in some high company right now, right? Some heady company.
Oh, I thought Brady would be leading QBR.
No, he's had struggles. He's played some hard defenses.
Oh, he has struggles.
Yeah.
I said that, and now all of a sudden, I finally get you to say it.
I told you that he didn't have his receivers, didn't have much of an offensive line, down to his 3rd string left tackle.
He had all that last night. But go ahead, take off about Cooper Rush. So you like Cooper.
Right. So here's the point. Let's look at what just happened, shall we? At Minnesota last year, they were 4-point dogs on a Sunday night, big stage, solo stage game, and they won by 4 thanks to with 55 seconds left, a late touchdown pass that won the game 20-16.
How much respect you got for Kirk Cousins?
Well, I don't have much, but you put him in the NFC Championship game.
I didn't put him there last year. I'm just making sure.
Did he suddenly turn over a new leaf this year?
I'm just telling you what you
suddenly
said.
Figure it out?
You got no respect for him, but he be the guy that you got little to no respect for. Okay,
so
go
here
ahead.
came the reigning AFC champions to Jerry World, and everybody said the Cowboys are dead. Everybody except the guy sitting in this seat. I must point out that only one person in the world said, no, Cooper Rush is pretty good. And he was very good against Cincinnati because they came in as much as an 8.5-point favorite at Jerry World. And somehow, would you believe Cooper Rush completed 3 straight passes in the final minute to set up a walk-off field goal, and they won by 3. As 8.5-point dogs, they won by 3. Then they went up to the Giants when the Giants were red hot. And by the way, the Giants are now 3-1, so they're pretty good.
Really, Skip?
And would you believe the Giants were a 1-point favorite at home? And would you believe that Cooper Rush fell behind once again, 13-6, and roared back to win that game by 7 points? That's Cooper Rush. And then yesterday, Vegas, the odds makers had a lot of respect for the Washington Commanders because My Cowboys closed yesterday as all of a 3-point favorite at home. Well, usually you get 3 for home field, so they're saying it's kind of a toss-up.
What did you and I say?
Huh, interesting.
What did you and I say? We said they should be at least a touch, at bare minimum a touchdown.
Okay, -3 were the Cowboys, and they won by 15.
Yes.
But guess what? They fell behind again, 7-6, and here came Cooper Rush again. He's answered every challenge on big stages, national TV stages. And Shannon Sharpe, in my career, I've never seen anything like this because the offense just looks different to me. So how much help did Cooper Rush have yesterday? Help me out.
They didn't
Would you believe they ran the ball 29 times for a grand total of 62 yards? That's 2.1 yards a rush. Is that good?
No.
No, that'll get you beaten, right? Would you believe last year Dak Prescott didn't win a single game in which the Cowboys rushed for less than 100 yards? But guess what happened at Minnesota? They rushed for less than 100. They had only 78 yards rushing. Cooper Rush won that game. Cooper Rush yesterday got a grand total of 62 yards to his credit to back him up. Every quarterback's best friend is a run game. And it wasn't his best friend yesterday because he managed to overcome it again. Now he's gotten 2 wins with less than 100 yards. What happened on the other side when Washington had the football? Wait a second. They ran for 142 yards. I was horrified by that because it reared its ugly head again. My defense was getting run off its own field by the Washington Are you kidding me? By the Commanders. I sat back in horror watching that. And then I watched Cooper Rush do what he's been doing for 4 straight games, bring them back. Set the table, reset the table. I got this. They're calling him Cooper Clutch in the locker room because they believe in Cooper Rush. I have no reason not to believe in Cooper Rush because every time something went wrong, he did it. He made it right. And early on, this is what I love about Cooper Rush. He knows where his bread is buttered, as opposed to the incumbent quarterback, Dak Prescott. If we could see those 3 straight passes, this is in the drive that made it 6-0 early in the game.
Skip, you saw the corner number 3 from the Washington Commander. Skip, he's not very good. You saw that.
Okay, and then we had the answer drive. It was 75 yards and 15 plays. This is late in the first half, after they fell behind 7-6. Your guy walk it to him, bounce it to him, wins. That guy, he finally threw a nice ball to Jahan Dotson back of the end zone, and they're up 7-6. And here comes Cooper Rush. He's got some mobility. I'm not saying that he's even Patrick Mahomes, but he can move around a little bit, and he can roll. And we've seen him throw it on the roll. He threw one to Noah Brown against Cincinnati that set the table in that game.
He has a little better accuracy than I thought he would be, especially on the move. Most guys lose some accuracy when they're on the move.
Where exactly are the weaknesses here? Where are the fatal flaws? Because I'm looking hard for a fatal flaw, and I can't find one.
You're not going to find, Skip. The thing that I noticed about when the guy's winning, you're not going to find the flaws because he's beat Kirk Cousins, he's beat Daniel Jones, he's beat Carson Wentz. Joe Burrow is his most impressive win. I'll give you that. But beating Daniel Jones and beating Carson Wentz is a shell of himself. He's a shell of what he was in 2017 when he almost won the MVP. And you know that, I know that. He's not a very good quarterback right now. He's on the trash heap.
They're 3-1.
Who?
The Giants. Daniel Jones. They're 3-1.
I'm talking about Carson Wentz.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Skip, you know Daniel Jones isn't very good. Come on now.
Well, he just keeps making plays with his legs. Every time I look up, he's scoring with his legs.
When the last time a running quarterback ran you to the Super Bowl?
Okay, so do I see an accuracy problem with Cooper Rush? I do not. Do I see a velocity problem? I do not. Do I see a mobility? No, I don't. Do I see speed reading anticipation? Yes, I do. Do I see a poise problem? No, I see fearless ploy in the pocket. Do I see pocket guts? Will he stand in and make the throw? Yep, I do. So now we get down to decision time. It is coming to D-Day. I'm a fan and I want to win games.
Yes.
And I believe right here, right now, at this moment, Cooper Rush gives me a little better chance to win at Rams than Dak Prescott.
So let me ask you a question. Are you telling me the Cowboys are going to continue to give up? Because they're giving up 14 points a game. So are you telling me a little over 14 points a game?
Are the Rams going to run for 142? Because if they do, we'll get wiped.
Well, the Rams that's something they need to work on their running game. And Sean McVay has made it apparently abundantly clear that Henderson and Cam Akers need to do a better job of running the football. So if you're telling me that the Cowboys defense is going to hold teams at around 14, 15 points, I say Dak Prescott can win just as well.
I told you going into the season, my team will go as far as Micah and the defense takes it. Micah has been relatively quiet for 2 games at Giants.
Well, Skip, they're not going to. You know how this works.
I got it.
They're not going to just let you wreck shop.
But he didn't look as explosive yesterday, and I don't know how ill he got last week. He may be still feeling the effects.
Okay.
And it got so bad yesterday, there was a late series where Washington had the ball with the chance to make it interesting, and they took Micah out on 1st and 2nd down because he was getting run on his side because he's a little light in the britches still. Right. He doesn't have his total man body yet.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, I mean, when you're a sack guy, you want to get sacks. And so all of a sudden you stop playing the run. Okay. And you try to just go get the quarterback.
I got it. But if you told me that Cooper Rush was going along for the ride, I'd say, okay, you got me. But it appears that he's not riding the wave. He's on offense. He's making the wave.
Right.
He's the one. He's the initiator of it. So I would pity Dak Prescott if he gets thrown back into the fire at Rams. It may happen. But here's how I'm going to feel. I'm just telling you, lifelong, diehard Cowboy fan.
I already know how you're going to feel.
Okay, show me Mr. Prescott. I just need him to play at a little higher level than Cooper Rush has played at because the bar just got reset. You get no excuse for injury. Well, I don't want to hear, it's still a little swollen or it's a little this or that. No. You got to go beat the Rams. That's all. It's as simple as that. And I'm good with that. If you can do it, I'm great.
Let me ask you a question. Are you telling me the defense is going to give up between 13 and 15 points a game like they gave for Cooper Rush? Now, you can't ask Dak to go try to win 31-30 ball games when the defense has been giving up between 13 and 15 points a game in the 3 starts that he started this year.
Okay, but maybe defense rises to the occasion for the backup quarterback. You got that syndrome operating, right?
I need you to rise to no occasion. I need you to play.
Yep. Okay. All I know is I need Dak to play at a little higher level than Cooper Rush.
That is not very hard.
The heat is on. It is turned up. Really, it's not very hard.
Not very hard.
So he's 4th in the league in QBR, and you say it's not very hard.
At one point in time, Skip, I remember when you was hyping Dak. Dak was number 1 in QBR. And he finished 2nd his rookie year in QBR, right? And that's all you talked about. He would have won had they not put it.
Ancient history.
Oh!
Update your resume. Update your resume.
Now all of a sudden you want to update resume.
Wait, aren't you the guy who keeps telling me he's middle of the pack, Dak? Aren't you the guy who says he's just average? He's just average. Cooper Rush has been, dare I say, above average. Can I go that far?
Well, you got that peppermint that's don't come out the wrapper in your pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, at least that got a wrapper on it. You don't got that peppermint that's in the middle of your pocket. You pull it, I got lint and everything all on it. Had a penny stuck to the back of it.
Really?
Yeah, he that peppermint.
I don't see any leaking peppermint here. I don't see any.
That's him.
I don't see any. I've had that peppermint in my pocket before. I want this peppermint in my pocket because it's got a solid wrapper around it.
And you like it because you ain't got no other candy. So guess what? You get that penny off the back of it, pull that lint off, and pop it in your mouth.
What are you getting? Has Cooper Rush thrown an interception in 3 games? No.
You got to put him under the gun.
Usually the backup throws 1 a game, right?
I want somebody's going to have to put him under the gun. You're going to have to put him down by more than 3, more than 6. Put him down by like 10. Put him down by 14 and watch him press.
So you want to see if he's Tom Brady?
No. You talking like he's Tom Brady. You talking like he's somebody special.
He's performing like early Brady performed. That's all I know. I just need a knock. If you can tell me a fatal flaw, you got me. I don't see any flaws.
Well, you're going to see him on the bench. Well, when you go into the game on Sunday, you tell me what you see up close and personal.
Okay. I see Red Rocket. That's what I see.
I want you to go to the game. When they lose, you'll never go to another game.
Really? Okay. I got this.
Oh, you got.
I'm feeling real good about this.
So I'm gonna hit you.
I'm in a can't lose on this one. I can't lose with Cooper Rush, and I can't lose with Dak back because Dak better be better than Cooper. That's what you call a quarterback quandary. That is it's like a great problem to have.
That's what you like to have.
It's a great problem. I got the best problem ever. I got better be right, Dak.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if he's not? So let me ask you.
We go back to Cooper. We go back to Cooper.
I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, they do start Dak, and Dak lose to the Rams. So you say you go back to Cooper Rush for the Eagles.
Is he going to stink like he did against Brady on opening night this year?
Let's just say they lose by 3.
Lose by 3? Well, did he play well? Then I'll give him a shot at Philadelphia. He played pretty well.
What if he don't play well against Philly?
Huh. Cooper Rush has a QBR. What's his average? 74? Man, he better have a QBR above that. Here we go.
Skip, you know people do lose with 80 QBRs.
Heat is on.
Okay.
Yep. Love it.
Well, one thing they can't take away from Cooper Rush, gentlemen, he is the first quarterback in Cowboys franchise history to win his first 4 starts.
Oh, that ain't
Will
saying
he play
much.
this upcoming week? We'll see. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.